find the extraordinary with the ordinary moments.
I mean, and I sat next to one of the smartest kids. Last name Wynn. I'll never forget that. And he would help me, he would tutor me.
Now, the moment we have all been waiting for, the crowning of our 2024 Homecoming King and Queen. Your 2024 Homecoming King is Collins Ketting.
He's like, what do I do now?
What do I do?
Go to the middle because you gotta ask Pete.
See if Sherry was here. Well, I know why she's here, but
Yeah.
Teague was in his blue.
They're trying to get the crown off.
Give him the flowers. Give him the flowers.
Collins is a good kid.
He is. That he is. I wish he would got to play though, but I understand why.
Man, you can't risk that.
I know. That's what
He
I,
kept getting.
And your 2024 Homecoming Queen is Hope Hickey.
Oh, got it. Well, that's good. Sandy this morning we were working out, and she goes, "Pretty sure my daughter won't get it. She's a bitch." Oh no, she's a bitch.
oh, you're wrong. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. She's always told us that. She goes, I know she's a bitch, but she's mine, and I love her, and I try to talk her out of it. And
She was not.
she is always nice to me.
Yeah. When we on the cruise, she, neither one of them act like had an attitude. They were just like,
Yeah.
okay, well, we're gonna go do this. I'm like, okay, well, remember the rules,
Yep.
I would tell them, I said, y'all don't go off with any guys by yourself. If there's more than two, definitely you're not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, good deal. This is a good court. It's a good selection. I like it.
Congratulations to our 2024 Homecoming King and Queen, Collins Ketting and Hope Hickey. And congratulations to all of our candidates for being a part of Groom High School's homecoming royalty. Again, we want to say welcome, and we hope you will stay and cheer our Tigers on to a victory.
That's fantastic.
Parents, you are invited to take pictures on the field, but please be mindful and respectful of our football boys who need to prepare for their game. Thank you.
When I first started saying that, Jennifer's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, you need to go back and watch Every Which Way But Loose.
I was telling some of the guys down there, I said, whenever they asked me to do the speech, I thought, I really want to say that, y'all had the Heidi game last week, and I was like, but nobody here is going to know what the Heidi game was except for us old people.
The older, yeah.
You'd have to explain. They had a game going. It was a blowout. They started a movie, and it was the biggest comeback of all time. And it's like, shit, I can't even use a really good reference right here. Because Johnny Homer just told me that morning. He was watching us, and he said, hit the end of the third quarter. I said, this is over. He said, so I turned it off. I went outside and started working on something. He said, I came into town the next morning. They're like, did you see the end of that game? He's like, damn it, I shut it off.
Yeah, who else? Somebody said that they did, and I go back. I said, you can watch it. I can? I'm like, yeah, it's up still.
That's what I told him. I said, you can still watch it.
Yeah, just like I told everybody at work, partner Richard, he says, man, I heard y'all had a heck of a game. And I said, okay. So I had everybody gather around a computer. I said, just put it like the 8 minutes of our broadcast. Not the game, but that's that 8 minutes. And
Yeah.
they were just like, oh my gosh.
3 chances as a touchdown and 2 at the kick. And that was, I didn't like it at first. I actually went back and watched it. And I was like, it was
It's time for Groom Tiger Football. Get ready for the exciting world of six-man football, high scoring, and never-ending excitement. And now, the area's most listened-to broadcast team in six-man, the TNT Package, Tim Case and Tony Rocha.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another night of Groom Tiger Football. Joining us for the homecoming game that we've got coming up where they're taking on the Hedley Owls. We're just right before the start of the game time here, and we're going to jump right into Coach's Corner, let you listen to what the coaches' thoughts are on the game, follow up on that, and then we'll be back with the game right after that.
Hey, everybody. Tony Rocha here for Coach's Corner, and as always, I am joined by Coach Pete.
Hello,
Coach
hello.
Steve, and Coach Stevens.
Hello.
All right, right off the bat, I know people want to hear your side. It was a very interesting ending to the ball game. Did you have some preset plays already in those last 42 seconds is what I want to know.
No.
Okay.
I'll be honest. You know, you do work on the 2-minute drill, I guess, but this is week one. We're still trying to get stuff on for us. So no, we did not have anything special put on in those last 2 minutes. It was, we're going by the seat of our pants and just hoping things work out.
It was really interesting. People were like, the flags helped y'all. No. Well, yes and no. Yeah. Okay. We were doing what we were doing. Coach Stevens, we kind of got off on a slow start because they come up and scored 12 on us. And did you tell them anything on any of the breaks when they came down?
I'm not sure I can repeat it on the radio.
Well, you can get close and tell me what the letter begins with. And
No, the biggest thing we told them is where we kind of were lacking is contain, keeping their guys from getting outside, linebackers crashing into the hole when it was a run. They called some great plays against our defense that were just the perfect play and for that particular defense that we were in, and that happens in football. All in all, I thought our defense did well. A lot of areas to fix, but the best thing for the week is that the boys knew it before the game was over with, the things that they needed to fix. Right. And so they recognized it. I heard them actually coaching each other, reminding them what to do. So that was a real positive. And Pete told me that we tackled better than last year, which was an ultimate goal. I didn't think we tackled very well. So we've worked a lot on that this week. And so, but all in all, I think you never want to give up, 44 points?
42.
42 points.
42. We had the 44.
Okay. Never want to give up 42 points, but, for a first game and just trying it out and everything, I thought it was C+, B- game.
And really, we're an evenly matched teams. They had a couple, I say a couple, bigger guys. And then, our biggest guy weighs 150, maybe? Around there?
He may be close to 175.
Okay.
Bryson. He doesn't always look that way, but he's a thick young man, a real thick young man, and a strong and powerful young man.
Right.
And I'll take some of the blame offensively. Well, not necessarily me. Offensively, we did not help the defense out in the first half. First couple plays of the game, first play, big chunk of yardage. Mm-hmm. Second play, big chunk of yardage, called back for a hold, puts us behind the sticks. We turned it over on downs. Second series, again, we had some good plays. A penalty put us behind the 8 ball again. We drove down one time inside. We're inside the 5-yard line and had a fumble. Turned it over. It wasn't that we couldn't move the ball. It's we had some mental errors, a couple holdings, a legal block, negated some big positive yardage that really hurt us offensively, which we possibly could have put some points up there, which would have made it easier on our defense. And there's always a pucker factor when you're behind. And unfortunately, our guys didn't really feel it. But if we could have gotten the lead and gotten White Deer in that pucker factor, maybe who knows would have been different.
Did you stress to Deacon the importance of extra points? And the reason I bring that, because now both of y'all know, and I've been telling folks, White Deer didn't make an extra point.
No, they actually scored more touchdowns than we did.
Yeah.
They scored 7, we scored 6, but when you kick 4 extra points, there's 8 points. That's the difference in the ball game. This is the second time in the last 3 years that we beat a team because we scored those extra points. A couple years ago, Silverton, beat them on the last play of the game, and it's the same thing. Coach Dotson, in fact, I was talking to Coach Hearn Saturday, and he said Coach Dotson stressed to him that you kick every time. If you make 1 out of 2, that's like making a 1-pointer every time.
Right.
And so hopefully it's in your favor. And now I'll tell you, I was worried last week. Deacon's kicks weren't that great in practice. I was worried, and he stepped up there. And our blocking, I thought our blocking was well. We did well. We didn't get anything blocked. The ones he missed, he pushed out to the right or missed to the left. Actually pushed him out to the right a little bit too much. Hey, that was the difference in the game.
And going to the extra points when White Deer decided to stop trying to kick and go forward, that made me think I was really, really proud of our defense inside the 5. I think we only gave up 1 touchdown from inside the 5, maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
But we really held tight, I thought, really well inside the 5-yard line and trying to, first of all, not letting them get there, but then when they did get there, they didn't walk into the end zone,
right?
Needless to say.
Yeah. Coach Pete, we had talked about that our broadcast, how people will go back and watch it. A certain Mr. Craig Sperry, which I like the man. He is good at what he does. But like I said, I was listening to that podcast, and when I heard Craig go, and when I was watching the last 2 minutes of the game, I'm like, well, I wonder where you saw that from. But
I talked to him. In fact, I called him Friday night after the game, and I said, hey, we won. We won by 2. This is what happened. You've got to go watch it. If you want to get the real of what happened, just watch the last minute and a half of the game, and you'll get to see what happened. So I said, because if you're going to want to write anything about it, there's no way I can describe it.
Right.
And so, so he went and watched, and he made the comment on Press Pass Sports that the 1 second that was put back on the clock, he said 6 Mania is usually right on the clock, and they are because you've got the timer, clicked to our scoring, and he said so that wasn't an issue. He goes, there was definitely at least a second left, so that play, but then when the excitement started,
yeah, that's true. Like I said, I wanted to watch the clock, but I didn't want to miss the play. But when I came back to watch it later, yes, it was 1 second. So
yes,
they got that right. So, anyway, it was a heck of a way or a heck of a day. And I would say it was a good win. Now they can move forward. So let's talk about Coach Stevens' old school. Going to match up tonight.
Hedley has a special place in my heart. They reached out and gave me a chance to get into this, and so I'll always have a special place in my heart for them. The kids that are over there are some great, great kids. And, I've been telling Coach Pete and telling the boys, I said, you know what, if we don't jump out on them early, they've got some athletes. They've got some athletes that can cause us some problems. They've got a number 15. His name is Peyton Inman. He is a freshman. He's young, but he's going to make a heck of a spread back one day.
Right.
He's already pretty good. He's real shifty, real hard to get down, not afraid to deliver a hit, not just take one, not afraid to deliver one. His partner in crime is Sebastian Garcia. Same way. He can be real tough on defense, but again, and they have a chemistry. There was a play in Pachia we were watching where Sebastian's getting tackled, falling down, and right before he hit the ground, he pitched it up to Inman, and I've seen them do that since they were in the 7th grade. So they've got some real chemistry, and that they can cause us some problems if we don't get out there. And as I tell the boys all the time, if we don't get out there, if we don't hit them right off the bat, it's not gonna be an easy road.
Right. And when I was watching the quarterback, the young man can throw. I was really impressed when I was watching the video from him. So, Coach Pete, what is
their weakness right now is numbers. They've got 8 on the roster. They had 7 suited up last week. So, attrition You know,
Right.
during a game, they're going to get tired where we can sub in and they can't. So, and they're young. I think out of the 8 on the roster, they may have 5 freshmen. They're a young crew that in a few years, if they can stay healthy and if they don't get beat down, they have some success and understand that it's going to be a process. You know, it may not be this year, it may not be next year, but in a couple of years that they're going to be okay.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Are you changing anything this week? You did last week, and we're not doing it this week.
Really? No, not
question.
really. We're going to try to throw everything out there again. They're a different team than White Deer. Our tight last week, I would run it one direction and opposite of what I normally run it because White Deer had a big kid on the line, and then on the other side there were the faster kids. So we wanted to know where everybody was, and we actually ran our J reverse that we normally do to have their bigger kid on the J backside, and we would attack their faster kids. A couple plays it worked and it didn't, so we went to more of a spread. And I will tell you, when we went spread, we brought in a couple sophomores. Davis Babcock and Deacon Saucedo has some catches. Davis had a catch in the first half where he extended out. I don't know. He stretched a couple inches further than I thought he was, and he brought it down. And that right there just pumped up the team. I mean, it was, you had a kid that's a sophomore kid, his first real varsity start. I mean, he got in a couple games last year, not a whole lot, but to lay it on the line and put it out there, and then in the fourth quarter on our last drive, we had a 4th down, and I told Deacon, I said, go deep, and I said, Davis, you get to the sideline, you get the first down, and you squat there. And Grayson saw him, threw it to him, he caught it, and he just laid down out of bounds. But that's exactly what he was supposed to do. So both of them together, I think stat-wise, I think Davis had nearly 70 yards. Didn't get in the end zone. Deacon had probably close to 50 yards receiving, and he did get in the end zone. We could go spread with those guys. I have today we worked on, on Wednesday, we worked on having our younger kids having an offense. If our older guys, if our first team can do their job, maybe we can get the sophomores and the juniors out there running their own offense and have the seniors on the sideline. Now, that may sound like I'm taking Hedley for granted, but I'm not. I'm hoping to get that. I'm hoping those seniors do their job and we can throw a younger crew out there and just see what they can do. I mean, the worst they can do is fumble the ball, turn it over. Big deal. In practice, they could go run it, but unless you get out there versus in a game, I tell those guys I'm going to put them out there, hopefully put them out there and say, go make a mistake, because that's how you learn. You learn from your mistakes. If you go out there and run perfect plays, then what did we learn? Go out there, make a mistake, and then guess what? I'm going to stick you out there again and fix the mistake. So hopefully we can get some of these younger guys out there on offense to see what they can do.
And this being homecoming, you got anything special planned? That's what it is.
Oh, well, okay, something I like to do, and since I've been here, running offense, and it hasn't worked out every year. I know it has my first year. When we had the last 2 years when I've had 2 seniors, it's worked out. But one of my goals on homecoming is trying to get all my seniors to score. We're playing high school football. They're not getting paid. Who knows if any of these guys will ever play any college ball. They may play flag football, intramural, and that'd be fantastic. Part of this is to make memories. I like for those seniors to score, and because, 20 years down the line, they can say, hey, on my senior year in homecoming, I scored a touchdown. I like to do that on senior night, too, if I can. Again, and again, no disrespect to the teams we're playing, but, again,
Let's just cut it down, fade it down. All right, here we go. We're getting ready. Homecoming 2024, the Groom Tigers versus the Hedley Owls. The Owls have won the toss, and the Tigers will be kicking from east to west. And it looks like number 13, Deacon Saucedo, the hero of last week's game, will be kicking, and the ball blew over.
Yeah, number 9, Sebastian Villarreal is going to be back deep for Hedley. Hedley it's a lonely bench over there as they only have one player on the bench tonight. And as I mentioned earlier, it's homecoming for the Groom Tigers, so special game for us. And we're set up once again.
Nice little roller. It's a roller, and
It's touched and it's covered.
Yep, number 11. It looks like McGinty. Yep, McGinty on the ball. The was it 40? I think he
Number 40, Kyler Booth, is the one that touched it. He stepped up a little bit to try and take a block, and it took a funny bounce, went off his hip, and then went behind him.
So a fast turnover for the Tigers. The ball will be sitting at the Hedley Owl 35-yard line.
They're throwing directly into that sun, which I guess there's no winning on that. You either got it in the first or the second quarter.
Yep.
So
Tigers are going to come out. They're going to be in a J-gun twin. Well, no, they got triplets over there. They got triplets. Pete's going to get the direct snap. Snap to Pete. He fakes
Pete
like
can't
he,
run.
he's got a wide
center's
open.
wide open.
Yeah, number
no
5.
coverage.
Number 5, Bryson Shuck with an easy 35-yard touchdown. The Owls were confused. Like I said, we had trips over to the right and then the slot man, and did a good job faking out the defense by thinking he was going to throw to the slot, and Bryson just down the field.
Yeah, they had 4 guys to the left, 2 guys covering the center, and both of them rushed instead of one of them fading back and taking Shuck in coverage. Easy touchdown.
Easy touchdown. So that was a wood flying touchdown by Bryson Shuck, and number 13, Deacon Saucedo, getting ready to kick the Brumley Insurance extra point. And like Tim has always mentioned, extra points are always important.
Won the game last week.
Yep, hold the kick, and he went
pushed
right.
it.
Yep, pushed it. He was making it during when I was seeing him in the warm-up. So a quick 11 seconds off the clock. Tigers are up 6-0. We're going to take us a quick timeout. Groom Tiger Football on sixmaniasports.com.
Can you
Lark Land and Cattle, along with Fremel Family Farms, are proud to be top supporters of the Groom Tigers and Tigerettes. A great team is being surrounded by people who share a passionate commitment to a common purpose. Locally owned and operated for 3 generations, the Fremel family is always on your side. They understand that a successful future begins with a farming community, and they are happy to serve you for all of your cotton seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. For sales, contact Tim Rocha at 806-626-5268. Go Groom Tigers.
Tigers, 9:49 left in the first quarter play, and they put it up 6-0. Missed the extra point, but maybe Deacon got that out of his system. Back deep again, number 9, Villarreal is going to be taking the kick. Actually, it's going to be an onside over to the left this time. That's not going to make the distance.
Yep, just died.
1 yard short.
Yep.
So Hedley will have their first shot at the ball here. They're taking over on their own 36-yard line. They'll have 1st and 15. As we mentioned, 9:49, only 11 seconds for the first score. We'll see what Hedley can throw together here.
Hedley did last week. They beat the Emerald Pachia, and I forgot what the acronym for.
Yeah, I don't remember what it stands for.
I don't either. But they were able to pull the win off last week.
Hedley coming up. They've got a spread formation. They're going to have twins to the left. There's 2 receivers over the left, 2 up backs, 1 deep. Snap back to number 40. It's thrown back to number 15. That's Inman. He throws it back up. That's going to be Villarreal that's going to take it, but he's going to be stopped immediately. A big loss on the play.
Yeah, good job by number 2, Trayson Corley, on the rush, and then 11, Kenny and Deacon Saucedo there to wrap him up.
I'll end up getting the names here in just a minute. If I just call out a number, I'll come back and pick it up in a little while. But learning them as we go, and they're going to have a long second down. They lost 8 on the play. 23 to go for the first down. They're in a typical spread, 2 up backs this time, 1 deep back. Looks like Villarreal is going to be taking the snaps. He does. He pitches back to Inman. Inman's rolling around. He's got a lot of pressure. He dumps the ball off underneath. And that is number 5, Edwards. Dakota Edwards takes it up. I think he actually lost yards on it. Looks like he lost 2.
Yeah, Bryson Shuck almost looked like he got a fingertip on the
It
wall.
was touched.
Yeah, and then Bryson along with Grayson, they're on the tackle. Now, I have seen Inman can chunk the ball. When I was watching the videos of him, he's got an arm, so that's the thing the Tigers are going to have to be careful.
Yeah, right now, they're sure getting to him in a hurry, putting a lot of pressure on him. 3rd down and 25. Spread formation, 2 up backs. Villarreal looks like he's taking the snap again. It goes directly back to Inman, and he cannot break the line of scrimmage. He comes up, he throws the ball, and it is in and out of the hands of number 5, Dakota Edwards.
Yeah, number 1, Grayson Pete, they're on the coverage.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 25.
I was watching here close to the infield, and Trace and Corley, I mean, held up the receiver just a bit. You know, it kind of throws that timing off. Trying to go downfield.
That was Edwards coming over the middle on the underside, and it just went in and out of his hands, but I'm not sure he would have got much out of the play. Spread formation. Actually, this is a punt formation, it looks like, with Inman back. There's motion. That's going to move them back 5 more. I know sometimes they'll do that in college ball to give you a better
false
kick.
start on the offense. Still 4th down.
But I don't think that was their goal on this one. It's going to move them all the way back to their own 15. Is that right? They moved them back 10 yards. They should have moved them
5.
They should have moved them 5.
Yeah.
They moved them back 10.
Okay.
All the way back to their own 15. And, I mean, even the Hedley coach didn't say anything.
No,
so
I know.
Not sure. So they're back in. This time they're in a spread formation. Villarreal takes a snap back to Inman. Inman's not catching much pressure. He does have a cannon. Look at that throw.
Yeah, nice job. And a really smart play by Trace and just knocking the ball away instead of going for the interception because he knows Tigers get great field position.
That was number 9, Villarreal. I've been saying that wrong. Number 40 is Booth. He's the one that's been taking the up snacks. I apologize for that. Villarreal was the one there that was the intended receiver. But like you say, a very smart play. A very senior play by Trace and Corley.
Yeah. So it's a first and 15. Yeah, Tigers.
Looks like they can get just
inside the one.
Just inside the goal and get a first if they need it.
So they're going to come up in a strong right. They're going to be in a J gun. What do we got here? Timeout?
Headley coach is very, very upset. He was calling timeout quite adamantly.
and we can talk about that. We can talk about the Hedley coach because the Hedley coach was here last year, Coach Grant, and then, of course, our coach Stevens was the coach at Hedley last year.
Yeah.
So they just kind of did the
nice little trade across.
Swapperoos. And while we're here, I'm going to thank some of our sponsors.
Yeah, I think what happened there was I'm pretty sure that they set up wrong again over the center.
Yeah.
They were afraid that they were going to do that same throw to Shuck.
Yeah, so one of our sponsors, Garrison's Convenience Stores, they are the official pit stop for SixMediaSports.com and the TNT package, Mr. Greg Hendricks. Locations in Groom, Amarillo, Clarendon, McLean, Memphis, Childress, Quanah, Wichita Falls, Shamrock, and Perryton. Gas, diesel, food, and drinks, and sweets at Garrison's. Almost sound like an attorney's commercial when you got to rattle them off, don't I?
All right, we're back up to play now.
Yeah, Tigers in a J gun. Snap back to Corley, back to Pete. And Pete is looking for a wide open. Who did catch that? Oh, 20. That's 32. That's Clay Oliveira.
Clay Oliveira.
A pretty pass from repeat to Oliveira. So a good job. Tigers strike quickly again. One play, 15 yards, and another touchdown.
In coverage with number 15, Inman, and Pete actually looked him off of the outside receiver and went to his second choice, Oliveira, which was great.
There's a wood flying touchdown, and here comes the Deacon with a Brumley Insurance extra point. Kick is good. Did they throw the flag?
No, they didn't. But we don't need another shot at it.
No, that's it.
Right up the middle.
Yep. So Tigers have now jumped out to a 14-0 lead. 8:02 left in the first quarter. We will take us our timeout. Groom Tiger football on SixMediaSports.com.
Locally owned, locally operated, and ready to serve. That's Panhandle Drug in downtown Panhandle, Texas. And they're your full-service pharmacy, standing tall at the corner of Main and Highway 207. They're open every day but
And we're back with you. Tigers just put another touchdown on the board. 8:02 left in the first quarter of play. Score is now 14-0 in favor of the Tigers. And they will be kicking off back deep once again as Villarreal.
And Deacon Saucedo doing the kicking.
And they're going to pooch it.
Yeah, a little deeper kick. And
It stays in bounds.
wow.
Oh, what a kick.
Yeah.
And it's picked up.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
he splits him. He's still on his feet. He's still going. Finally brought down. He had a world of space
he
if that
did.
tackle wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, he was going to go. He was going to go all the way for a touchdown.
So he picked it up at the 11, got all the way back out to the 27, and Hedley Owls will start there, 1st and 15.
Nice job of running by.
He
the young
picked it
man.
up and then split the Tigers,
Yeah.
and it opened up quick in front of him. So the Tigers doing what they do best, throwing the ball on this first couple of series. Up to the line of the Owls. They're going to be in a tight set this time. They got a straight T backfield. They're going to move up under center. That's Booth, number 40. I got it right this time. Takes a snap, turns around, pitches back to Villarreal. He's breaking over the left side. He's got a little room. He breaks the line of scrimmage, just barely gets one on the play.
Yeah, Trayson and Grayson, and they were the two on the tackle.
Well, they marked it almost exactly at the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 15. Yeah, good job of stretching that play out. The defense really strung that and turned him back to the inside.
And also something I remember Coach Pete talking about Hedley. He said he expects to see them run some more spread than they normally do.
And coming up in that tight set T backfield again, Booth under center. He takes the snap, turns around, he hands it off again. This time it's Inman, and he charges up the middle right off tackle and gets 3.
Yeah, there was Bryson Shuck there on the tackle.
So first positive yardage there, or big positive yardage for Hedley. They're starting to find some traction with their run game. It'll be 3rd down and about 12. 7 minutes. Clock is still running in this first quarter of play, 14-0 in favor of the Tigers, as they manage to score early in the game. Wind blowing a little out of the southwest tonight, but still a beautiful night for football.
It is. Just like last week.
Yeah. Spread formation, 2 receivers out to the left, 2 upbacks. Booth takes it, pitches it back to Inman. Inman's scrambling around. He's got a little room. Looking
nice
downfield,
job, yeah.
good coverage by the Tigers.
Yeah.
Makes him have to bring the ball down, and he's going to lose one on the play.
Yeah, Bryson and Kenneth McGinty just making him, he had no choice. He's either going to have to run left or run right because doing a good job keeping him contained.
Yeah, I looked down. The coverage downfield was tight, and he had nothing to throw at. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down and 13. The ball is sitting at the 32-yard line, or 31.5 of the Hedley Owls.
And for those of you that are watching and listening, we have a band. Did y'all talk about that? We got
Yeah, we haven't hit that up yet.
Yeah, the band from Polidoro over in Amarillo. So
It's nice to
It
hear the
is.
music, and we've got some people to thank for that. Sandy Conrad was responsible for getting them over here, and then we had some people help sponsor. We had Great Plains Crop Services, Johnny Homer, Kelvin Ollinger, Tony Treadwell. It was just a big deal for everybody to pitch in on this.
especially for homecoming. I mean,
Yes.
that's great.
Spread formation, 2 receivers to the right, snap to Booth, pitch back to Inman. He's rolling to his right, catching a lot of pressure. He gets the edge. Little toss pass is picked off.
Davis Babcock there on the interception, but, like you said, he was getting a lot of pressure from McGinty and Shuck. And
that was Dakota Edwards he threw to. It just missed him. He's rolling to his right, throwing back to his left. And he actually caught it right where they would have got it on the turnover on down. So.
Pretty much. I think it went back maybe just 1 yard. That's the only difference, like Tim said. Yeah, right where it's going to be a turnover down, so Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to be in a J-gun right. Snap back to Corley, pitches it back to Pete, and Pete's looking downfield, and he's going to bring the ball. He's going to run down to the 20, cuts over to the left. Nice stiff arm. And he broke a couple of tackles, and Pete's going to go in for about a 31-yard scramble. So nice job by Repeat.
And he had a Kenny, number 8, Kenny Blackwell was wide open downfield as he had sprung open if he had decided to throw the ball, but
Yeah,
tucking it down still
on the
worked as well.
Replay, watch his stiff arm all right in
yeah.
the chest, too.
Puts it right on him.
Yep. And in for a touchdown. That's another wood flying touchdown by Grayson Pete. And Deacon Saucedo getting ready to kick the Brumley Insurance extra point. Snap, hold, kick.
He's
that one's
driving
good.
it today.
There you go. Good job by Deacon.
Yeah.
5:06 left in the first quarter. The Tigers have jumped out to a 20-0 lead. We're going to take us a quick timeout. Groom Tiger Football on sixmaniasports.com.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo.
You saying I did?
Come on. Groom Tiger football. Groom has scored yet again. The score is now 22-0 in favor of the Tigers with 5:06 left in this first quarter of play. Hedley Owls having a lot of trouble stopping the Tigers. That one was a long run by number 1, Pete, and a good run at that. Just ran it straight in.
I'm sure he's going to go back and watch this. He's going to like that I mentioned the stiff arm, and that's probably going to make his highlight reel, isn't it, Destiny? She's not listening.
So number 9, Villarreal is back deep. They pooched one last time, and he made a nice little grab and picked up and ran for some yardage, but
we'll see what he's going to do this time. And the way the Owls are lined up, I mean, they're ready for a squib or the deep.
He just managed to hit the open spot last time.
And
Sideways kick and
up.
I think that was an early touch by the Tigers, but I don't.
Yeah, I didn't see no flag. So
nope, Hedley ended up covering it up. So 36-yard line, that's where they'll start. Their own 36. And just a quick reminder that you're listening to Sixmania. You're listening to this on Sixmania. You can go to sixmaniasports.com, join in, find out where we're going to be. You can also do Mixler on the Mixler app, and go in, type in Sixmania, and you can listen to all the games that we have going.
Yeah, we got
6 different channels.
Yeah, we got Lakey, Nueces Canyon. That's Cowboy and Brandy there.
Straight set this time. Booth takes it, pitches it back to Villarreal. He cuts back. He's met in the backfield, and he stopped as he's gang tackled by the Tigers for a 4-yard loss.
Good job. Deacon Saucedo was there. He went through the line and extended that play a little further out than they wanted to, and then the rest of the Tigers there to get him shut down.
They're going to mark him for a 5-yard loss. They're going to be at their own 31-yard line with 2nd down and 20 now. And as we were mentioning, we've got several games ongoing. A lot of different announcers, so if you've got an interest in another game, go on there, see what we've got, listen to them, follow 6 Man all across the state. Clock's running, 4:30 left in this first quarter of play, and it's all been Tigers so far. They're going to run a spread with 2 receivers to the left, 2 up backs, a deep back. Booth again taking the snap. He gets it, pitches it back to Inman. Inman runs up the middle. He splits them. He's got a receiver, throws it into the flat, and it goes in and out of the hands. That's Dakota Edwards again.
Yeah, nice job, Tracy Corley there on the coverage. May have touched a little bit, but nothing too flagrant that the refs decided not to call.
And Hedley here, you know, we mentioned they've got a lonely bench. They're kind of low on player numbers, and 5 of these guys that are still out here are freshmen. And that Dakota Edwards is a freshman. I mean, it's good to see these young men playing, but there's definitely an experience factor that we're seeing here with the Tigers.
Definitely, yeah, that's right.
So here's a spread formation. Ball's at the 31-yard line of the Owls. Booth takes the snap, pitches back to Inman. He rolls to his right. He's got a receiver out there, and he hits him this time, and that's
nice
Dakota
job.
Edwards again. He catches for a gain of 5.
Yeah, nice job by Pete there, too, to get him stopped.
So they're back to the original line of scrimmage. They'll have 4th and 15. Well-designed play that opened him up in the flat on the right side.
It did. I mean, he still got a little pressure, but like you said, a very good play, very good throw.
Drove it right in there. He seems to be getting a little more comfortable, even though there is a lot of pressure on him. Hedley to the line is going to have 2 receivers out to the left. That's that spread formation again. Snap to Booth, pitch back to Inman. He's looking downfield. He guns it down. And a nice turn
nice
back
throw.
there. That was number 8, Peyton Glover. And they're saying that's a catch, and that's going to be a first down. Man, he just turned and peeled back.
He did. Davis Babcock on the coverage. Davis, surprised he didn't get a flag on that because he had a hold of his jersey as he turned. I was kind of waiting for the flag to come around, but that great pitch and catch.
Yeah, it was a timing route as he turned, and it met him right in the hands. So that's going to be a first down as they get all the way down to the Tigers' 27-yard line. 1st and 15. Clock still running, 2:45 left in the first quarter. Big play by the Owls. They're going to come up in that same formation again to have 2 receivers off to their left. Booth takes a snap back to Inman. Looking downfield. Oh, he's got the right side. Good block there in the back. He's got a receiver in the end zone. He throws and just leads him by too much. That's Sebastian Villarreal. And was just too much for him to get to.
Yeah, when Grayson was 2 steps behind, too. So we're very fortunate that it was incomplete.
Yeah, so that'll bring up 2nd down. As the Owls are starting to find a little. That was a good seal block by Booth as he.
Yeah, gave him a chance.
I didn't see which Tiger comes in from the left side, but, he got around him and pushed him back to the middle.
It was a Deacon that he was able to block.
That he pinned in.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was that's what kind of freed him up to be able to make the throw.
I think our kids like the band.
They
I'm
really
watching 'em over
do.
here.
I know
Yeah,
they're all dancing and
Yeah.
enjoying this thing. Spread formation this time. 1 receiver on each side. Snap to Booth, pitch back to Inman. He looks to go up the middle. He's really got nowhere to go with the ball. He throws it to Booth. Booth gives a piggyback ride. I think it was Deacon Salcedo that jumped on him. Big loss on the play.
Yeah, Deacon, and then number 20, Nate Henson there. But they didn't fall for him. I mean, those guys stayed put.
They did. They stayed home and took away that underpass, and so Booth was brought down for a loss of 5. Looks like right on the plate. So they're going to have a 3rd down and 20.
And it was some old Grayson Pete put in a nice little smack in there, and that's something that Coach Stevens has preached about. He just says, look, he goes, I want those guys to remember that you gave them a good hit and a good pop, that they're going to be looking out for that.
It always makes you think, especially if you're in the middle of the field. You don't have to get clocked too many times before you start looking around. 3rd down and 20. Ball is at the 33-yard line of the Tigers. Spread to the left. Inman has the ball, and he's looking downfield, but the coverage was really good. He gets around the left side. He's still on his feet. Almost got stripped. He just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And he did get stripped at the end by Trayson, but the play was already dead anyway, so it was a good job. But Kenny come firing through the line. Wow. Good job, Kenny.
Coverage downfield created that play because it was he had nowhere to go with the pass. We're inside a minute, 53 seconds, and it's running down. 22-0 in favor of the Tigers in the first quarter of play. They have a 4th down play coming up. It's going to be about 21 yards for the first down. Spread formation. Booth takes the snap, pitches back to Inman. He's looking downfield. He splits the middle. He's going up. He's got a receiver downfield. Underthrows him.
Yeah, that's Trayson
Corley. He ends up getting the interception. But that was a 4th down play. That would have been the same thing Trayson did before is what he should have done now, because that was the best punt they could have had.
Yep, that it was. But Trayson did a good job on the coverage, though, too. So, a little greedy. I want the interception. I want the stat. So.
That's a hard one to do, to bat one down.
Yeah, it is. So the Tigers, 1st and 15, the ball is sitting right inside their own 19-yard line, and we have 19.8 seconds left, 22-0. Tigers going to come up to the line of scrimmage.
It's the deepest they've been in their territory.
Yeah. So they are in a slot spread. It's going to be a direct snap to Pete. got Corley and Kenny over in the slots, and then Deacon and Davis are the two wideouts.
A lot of thinking going on here.
Yeah, Kenny's in motion over to his left, and now Trayson's going around in motion behind Pete. And it's a handoff to Trayson, and Trayson cuts it up the middle, and a nice job by the Owls.
Oh, yeah, they met him, a bunch of them in there. There was Booth and Edwards, Villarreal. 4 of them were there to meet him.
Yeah, nice little 6-yard run, but the clock is down to 4 seconds, and the Tigers are going to be content to let it run out. Tigers are up 22-0 after the first quarter, and we will be back here shortly to start the second. Listen to the Groom Tiger Football on 6maniasports.com.
The H.J. Garrison Oil Company is a regional supplier of quality gas and diesel to convenience stores, service stations, to the oil fields, to farms and ranches as well. You can also pull into a Garrison's near you and fill up at one of their many convenience stores, from Perryton to Plainview, Memphis to McLean, Wichita Falls to Clarendon, Groom, Childress, and 2 locations in Shamrock. At the H.J. Garrison Oil Company and Garrison's convenience stores, they deliver. For more information, see H.J. Garrison at hjgarrison.com. That's hjgarrison.com. And for job opportunities, too.
All right, we're back from Tiger Football. Start the second quarter. The Tigers are up 22-0.
They won't be looking in the sun this quarter.
No, they won't.
As it's starting to set. Of course, it took him behind some cloud banks over there. It got a little easier on the eyes as the quarter moved on. Hedley made that stop right before the quarter change, and Tigers will start out with a second down. Hedley is, I guess, doing a good job on some of the coverages, but having some trouble with the run game.
Tigers are going to come up. Again, they are going to be in the spread with 2 slots, 2 wide, 2 slots. Pete will be taking the direct snap. This time he's got Kenny in motion over to his left again. And this time it's going to be Davis Babcock is going to be in motion behind Pete. Snap to Pete. It's a fake handoff to
and there's
Davis.
A fly route to
there
Trayson.
it is. Yeah, Trayson Corley. And
in and out of his hands.
That's the second week that happened. He did that last week. Remember?
He made a nice catch on the first bounce, though. But, yeah, in and out of his hands. And
yeah,
that was Inman in coverage, and he was a full step behind, and Corley had him beat.
But just a nice throw by by Grayson. That was pretty.
And just as a reminder, I know all you Six Maniac fans out there, y'all know the rule, but on a direct snap, the quarterback cannot break the line of scrimmage. It has to at least be handed off or touched by another player before the ball can break the line of scrimmage. So that's why that setup for the Tigers is so effective. He can't break the line of scrimmage, but it gives him an extra receiver.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up some more football games, and I can't pick up anymore except ours. So I was going to try to give some scores. Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. This time they are in a tight T-gun to snap to Kenny, who pitches it back to Trayson over on the left, and Trayson's following his blocks. And there goes Tracy, and he's off to the races, down to the 20, down to the 10, 5, and he's going to walk the dog in for a Tiger touchdown.
And that formation there just sets a wall of wall of blockers, and whenever they don't get downfield to cut that thing off, it's nearly impossible to get to him.
Nice little run there by Trayson. He just had that one guy to beat, number 8. Is that Peyton Glover?
Peyton Glover. Yep, he just beat him in a foot race.
So that was a wood-flying touchdown. And number 13, Deacon Saucedo, is going to come in for the Brumley Insurance extra point. Snap, hold, kick. And that one went to the right. Yep. So 9:40 in the second quarter. Tigers are up 28-0. We will go take us a quick timeout. Groom Tiger Football on 6maniasports.com.
you here. Groom Tiger football, homecoming game against the Hedley Owls. And the Tigers just missed their extra point after a nice long run there by Trace and Corley, I believe, number 2 for Groom. He ran it in. It's now 28-0 in favor of the Tigers.
Some score updates for those of us in Carson County. Now, White Deer beat LaForest last night, so congratulations to the Bucks. But I'm looking here, Panhandle Panthers, Stratford Elks, second quarter. Got almost 3 minutes in the second quarter. Panhandle 13, Stratford 7.
Sounds like a good one going on there.
Yep.
Back deep is going to be Villarreal for Hedley.
Some of our neighbors, Clarendon Broncos, they're up on the Sanford Fritch Eagles, 16-7, with about 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
And they got the ball set up this time to kick it down the field instead of on its side like they'll do sometimes when they're going for that onsides.
They teach them like how Gunnar Lamb used to kick that ball just straight up and make them decide.
Make them fair catch it.
Nice kick by Deacon.
It's going to be picked up at the 18. And all the Tigers are in there. He's only going to get about a yard. And looks like they had a hold of a helmet there, but no flag.
No flag, yep. Number 32, Clayton Oliveira. And I believe it was Deacon. Yeah, Deacon Saucedo there on the tackle.
Yeah, so he's going to have one on the return. They're going to be starting at their 24-yard line as Hedley's 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in this half a play, and they're trailing 28-0.
And Coach Pete's true to his word. He's letting some of the younger guys in. I see number 12, Jake Babcock is in. And number 20, Nate Henson over on the left end.
Good to see these young guys getting a little time on the field. It takes those takes the butterflies away whenever they do have to play later. We've got the band working the kids down here.
We love it. I love it.
Spread formation. Booth takes the snap. Inman gets it. He's looking to run. He kind of runs up the middle, and he ends up just dumping it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was the two sophomores. Yeah, Nate and Jake.
Both putting the pressure on.
Not Jake from State Farm, just Jake. Jake Babcock.
Yeah. So that's going to bring up second down and 15. Ball is at the same place it was a minute ago. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock.
Go ahead and say it, Tim. You watch too much TV.
You do.
We got to have fun.
You probably call Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning, don't you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do, just to kill the time. Up the line is spread formation. Al's looking at a second down here. Booth takes the snap back to Inman again. Looking downfield. He had a receiver waving for it. Didn't get it. He hit Booth in the flats, and he's running up the middle. Still on his feet. And he gets down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, brought down by Grayson Pete there on the tackle.
Going to give him 5 on the play. It'll be third down and 10. As he was wide open. I don't know. I couldn't see who it was on the far right side for Hedley, but whenever he took off, he flashed past whoever was in coverage because he waved his hand. But Inman didn't see him. So he went to his underpass, which was Booth, and still got a nice gain on the play.
Yeah, nice job by Grayson, too, because he was about 6 yards away, but still was able to get the tackle.
Clock continues to run, 7:48 in this half. Spread formation again. Booth gets it. Inman gets it.
Oh, wow.
Going back. He's getting some pressure. He tries to hit Edwards over on the side route, corner route, but no luck there. Coverage was good. Fourth down.
There, good pressure there by Bryson Shuck, number 5. But I tell you what, I am impressed with his arm. I mean, that kid can throw.
Oh, he's got a cannon.
Yes, he does.
He's putting it out there, but he's got a bunch of young guys that, I think they're going to be better as the season progresses. Right now, you can tell they're really green. That's what we were saying about the Tigers last week, though. They made a lot of little mistakes early on, and were making some mental errors, but playing much tighter tonight.
Yes.
Spread formation, 2 receivers to the left this time.
Yeah, Grayson's telling Davis Babcock to come
Booth.
in.
Inman, they bring the house.
They brought everybody.
and makes the throw. Oh, he threw between two Hedley Owls. There was both Booth and I don't know, number 10. That's Goodwin was also standing there, and it fell to the ground. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Wow. Yeah, they both. Nobody around them too. Watching the replay.
Well, they brought so many. They had 4.
Yeah.
Involved in that rush at one point.
Yeah, because I saw Grayson telling Davis Babcock, he said, "Get up on the line," and Davis did. He was one of the rushers.
So they got fortunate that it wasn't connected with, but.
So it's a 1st and 15. The ball's sitting just right inside the Owl 30. Got 7:24 left in the second quarter. The Tigers are up 28-0. Tigers are going to come up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to be strong right. Kenny's the well, let's see. Okay, yep. Kenny's in motion. Pete will be under center this time. Takes a snap. It's a quick handoff to Kenny Blackwell.
Oh, and he turns. He reversed directions.
Yeah, and
he fumbled.
He got the
They
ball
reached
stripped.
around, stripped it, and the Hedley Owls cover it. Tigers going with a lot of different setups, a lot of different formations, and trying to get different people involved. A nice multifaceted approach to the game. And Kenny just got a little loose with the ball. We say he was carrying a loaf of bread and got stripped.
Yeah, Villarreal, that was the guy that stripped it, recovered, and
did you notice whenever he went for the tackle, he had hold of his jersey and he went straight for that ball because it was sitting up high, and man, he stripped that thing straight out.
So good job by the Owls.
Yeah, so that'll be a turnover. They're going to take over on their own 20, 1st and 15. And I hated to see that for Kenny. That was Blackwell was making a nice little run there. He did a misdirection. Spread formation. Booth is up. Back to Inman. 3 rushing.
Oh.
He splits the middle.
Yeah.
He's still on his feet. And from
he
behind him, and
fumbles.
he puts it on the ground. It's picked up, but you can't pick up in advance of the ball.
Yeah,
So
that was Trace and Corley came up from behind, knocked the ball out. But are they going to say that he was his momentum stopped, or what? Let's see what they're going to do.
well, you can't advance a fumble,
I think they're going to discuss this.
so it'll just be where Saucedo picked it up. Yeah, they're having a little talk there. We got 7 minutes and 11 seconds left in this half. Tigers up 28-0, and they are going to give the ball to the Tigers.
Okay, 1st and 15 after the turnover. Another score that's important, but this was played last night, and when I saw this, I'm like, okay, who messed up? Vernon Northside beat Silverton 32-31.
I'll be.
And
that wasn't supposed to happen.
That wasn't supposed to happen. It's we've mentioned it Friday night or Thursday night. Anything can happen, but yeah, the Owls were beat.
Yeah, that's going to be a wake up, and it might be what sparks them into a heck of a season. We've seen that happen to Groom before.
Oh yeah, Tigers going to come up. They're going to be in a tight T spread. Pete takes a snap and he hands it off to Kenny coming behind, and Kenny has got a nice little wall by the Tigers, and Kenneth McGinty is just pushing his guy all the way down the field. That's old Peyton Inman, and did a good job just pushing him out of the way. And I think Kenny may have. He did. He got enough for a Tiger first down.
Yes, he did. I can't tell. Was he inbounds or did he end up? Looks like they've stopped the clock.
To move the chains, and so it's a 1st and goal. Ball is sitting right inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they didn't wind it up, so he did go out of bounds.
Yep, outside of the 10-yard line, not inside. Tigers in a strong right. Pete's getting ready to take the snap. He's going to be under center. Takes a snap. Quick handoff to Kenny, and Kenny is trying to chug along, and good job by the Owls, though, not giving anything up.
Yeah, there was 3 of them in the middle there. Edwards, Booth, and Villarreal were the 3 that made the stop there.
I know what Coach Pete is doing. He wants Kenny to score because
I know he keeps trying to get him, and he wants that senior score.
That's right, because all the others have scored, and Kenny's the only one who hadn't scored yet as a senior. So Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage again. The ball is sitting at the 7-yard line. Clock runs because 6:25. Again, strong right. Pete's going to be under center. He's got Blackwell in motion over to the right this time. Takes a snap. It's a fake handoff to.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, and that's what he.
Wide open.
McGinty
was up, but he was trying so hard to get that thing back to
Blackwell. Yeah, I saw that too. I'm like,
yep.
Yeah, there's nobody around McGinty.
Blackwell was tied up in the middle and just didn't quite have an avenue to throw to him.
Yeah.
Appreciate what they're doing, but I bet he goes ahead and
Let's go ahead.
let's
yeah,
go
let's
ahead and
get
just
the
put it
scores.
in.
Yep. So again, Tigers going to come up. This time they're going to be in the J gun. Corley's going to take the snap. He takes the snap, pitches it back to Pete. And Pete's running over, and he's looking for Kenny Blackwell and went to his
out
hands.
of his hands.
Yep.
He had that one.
Oh, Kenny, how many chances are you going to get, son? Catch that ball.
You know it's gonna happen whenever he's not targeted.
Exactly.
You watch. That's
Yeah.
whenever it'll work right.
Yep. So it's 4th and goal for the Tigers. Oliveira and McGinty are coming out, so that's kind of going to tell me I think they're going to go into a spread, and yep, I guessed it right.
Yeah.
Yep. So the Tigers are in a diamond spread. Blackwell and Corley takes a snap. Pete's back there, takes his time, and he dumps it over
Got
to
it,
Kenny over in the
Blackwell.
middle, and Kenny's going to run, he's going to run, he's going to run.
Oh, and
he's
he
gonna be
put it on
short.
the ground again.
Yeah, he is
It was
short.
a fumble. Be a turnover on downs.
Oh, Kenny, yeah.
He just didn't quite get in and didn't quite hold on to the ball.
No,
so.
he didn't. So,
Oh, Hedley's deep in their own territory.
That's
They're
what
at
I
their own
was gonna say.
3, aren't they?
Yep, and there wasn't a horse collar block. I think he had more jersey than him. He didn't have his hands inside the shoulder pads, so no flag on the play. So it's
First
good
and
job.
15. Headley deep in their own territory. 5:53 left in this half of play, and they're trailing 28-0.
We'll thank a couple of our sponsors real quick. Boar Enterprises, K&K Incorporated over in White Deer. Thank you guys. Penfield Pharmacy, Mr. Mark Lynn. We always appreciate Mark.
Coming up in spread formation. Headley's having to play very short. They don't have a lot of field back
they
here.
don't.
Snap to Booth. Pitch back to Inman. They're bringing the pressure.
Oh,
And it's
he
a
got a
safety
safety.
out the back of the end zone. So that's going to be 2 points and the kick.
Yeah, Grayson Pete, nobody. Let me watch the replay. I don't think
Nobody
anybody
blocked
touched him. No. And Grayson got back here quick.
Yep, Inman didn't have anything to do with it, and he wasn't going to risk a touchdown. So
Yeah.
he just took it with him out the back of the end zone.
It's a smart play on his part because, like you said, they don't give up the touchdown. So
Well, we're listening, and we'll probably keep mentioning this, but that band has got these young kids are going tonight. And I inadvertently left somebody off that helped us out on that, Charlene Lewis down at Groom S&H Grocery, one of our prime sponsors. She put together the meals for these guys, and we truly appreciate her taking her time and doing that.
yeah, again, thanks to more of our sponsors, G&J Truck Sales. If you're looking for a good deal on a truck or trailer, contact G&J. Say hi to Clay. Say hi to Doug. And also Lone Star Irrigation, the guys with the Valley, they covered the Valley irrigation, so that's them and Great Plains. And 99.3 KEFH, Mr. Joe Davis, they're out of Clarendon.
So the kick will come from the 20-yard line with the safety, and they can either punt or kick off the ground. It looks like they're going to punt. The one that's going to be doing the kicking is number 40, Kyler Booth. Score is now 30-0 in favor of the Tigers. 5:47 left in this half of play. And he's changed his mind. He wants to kick off the tee.
Yep.
I think he's just going to try and get as much distance on it as he can. I've never seen a guy want to kick the laces.
I hadn't either.
He's got to face him where he's kicking the laces.
Yep. So I'm thinking it's going to be they're getting
They're ready
shifting.
for that to be an onside.
Yep. Grayson, everybody was moving over, but Grayson kind of going, him and Trayson are over on the far end of the field. And yep, there it is.
It's a solid kick, and it's picked up on the fly.
Yeah, that's Bryson Shuck, and he's going. He avoids one tackle, two tackles. Going down the left sideline, a nice block from he's in for the touchdown, and that was number 2, Trayson Corley, that provided
That was
the
doing
block.
the block.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice block. Held it for a long time.
Yeah, a wood flying touchdown, and we watch here on the replay. There's one. Yep, here's 2.
He went down and picked
Yeah.
up somebody further downfield. It was number
Corley.
8, Peyton Glover.
Yeah, Corley, he just blocking the big guy himself, so nice job by Bryson Shuck. Bringing the score 36-0. Now number 13, Deacon Saucedo getting ready to kick the Brumley Insurance extra point. There's a snap to hold the kick.
And this one is
No good.
going to be right again. He went to the right. He's pushing him.
So 5:37 left in this opening half. The Tigers have jumped out to a 36-0 lead. We're going to take us a quick time out. You're listening and watching Groom Tiger football on 6mediasports.com.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Texas at highschoolofficials.com.
Back with you. Groom Tigers have just put another score on the board. One play from scrimmage after getting the kick after the safety. 5:37 left in this half of play, and they lead 36-0 in this homecoming game.
Watching the cheerleaders throwing candy to the band. You don't need to throw them a whole bag. Come on now. Not just pieces. Give them a bag, please. They earned it.
Yep, and now they're all coming down and they're jonesing for it. They're pushing for it. So.
Oh boy.
It's been fun to watch for sure.
Yes, it has.
I'm enjoying watching the kids.
Yeah. Thanks to more of our sponsors, Ollinger Farms. Thanks to Kelvin Ollinger and S&D Spraying the service, guys out of Panhandle. Thank you, guys. So number 13, Deacon Saucedo getting ready to kick.
Number 9, Villarreal's back deep.
Now the Tigers make a shift. Got everybody over here on the near side of the field. And, yep, it's another little bobber.
And Hedley manages to cover it.
Nice job by the Owls.
They're still wrestling for it, but
I
don't believe they're going to get it.
Nope.
So the Owls will have the ball at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 15. 5:37 still left in this first half of play. 36-0 in favor of the Tigers. Tigers defense has stepped up very well tonight. Not very many positive plays from scrimmage, but there has been, we've mentioned it several times, Inman has a great arm.
He does.
That thing could come in at any point and probably burn you down the field.
What is he a senior or is he a sophomore, junior?
Inman, I think, he's a freshman.
Freshman. Wow.
Yep, shows he's a freshman.
Wow, they got three more years. I mean, all he can do is keep getting better.
Well, you know, the 4 of them are freshmen, so that's how you build that's how you get a good start.
Yep.
Spread formation. Booth gets his snap back to Inman. Inman is, he's pressured again.
Oh.
He's in the grip. Oh,
Wow,
makes a
nice
nice
job,
pass.
yeah.
Booth is off to the left side. He's moving towards the sideline and gets brought down after a gain of 10.
Yeah.
Looks like he got right at 10.
Yeah, pushed out of bounds there by McGinty, but I mean, just impressed with him getting rid of the ball as he was being brought down.
Yeah, number 14 for Groom. I'm not sure who that is.
That's DeJuan Brown, the freshman, our one and only lone freshman.
So DeJuan was putting the chase on Booth, but wasn't able to get to him until he got a little help. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 from the 35 of the Tigers.
Yep. Again, that's like I said. I'm glad to see that the youngsters are coming in. Like I said, DeJuan's in.
So spread formation. Oh, there's motion this side. Glover got a little excited and jumped off sides.
Oh, Kenny, he did a little, I want to call it a little spinneroo getting around this guy.
Oh, he did.
Yes, he did. Nice job, but too bad for the flag on the play.
Yeah, they're going to
Dead
back
ball.
him up.
False start on the offense. 5 yards. Still first, 2nd down.
See if they
Second
only
down.
do 5 this time or if they do 10.
I was going to. That's what I was going to say. Let's see how they mark the Owls.
Yeah, they only went 5
There
this
you
time.
go. Nice job.
2nd down and 10. Ball is at midfield. And we've got so it's Paladura Band is here, and their student leader is leading all of the Groom kids in the dances that they do to these different songs. So
God, it's great. Hey, we see Chucky up there at the top. Nice to see Chris up there.
oh, they do a shot
yeah.
of Chucky.
Yeah, they did. Nice job. Thank you, guys.
Up to the line of spread formation. Snap to Booth, back to Inman.
Oh, nice job by Kenny.
Kenny went right by him and
Yeah,
didn't
he did.
realize he wasn't going to get blocked. There's the throw to Booth. Still on
that's
his
even
feet.
better.
Oh, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, went through the hands of number 22, Davis Babcock, and first down for the Owls. That's a great job.
That was his name, Deshaun?
14, Dewan.
Dewan. So
Yeah,
Dewan was
Brown.
one that made the tackle on that. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice
he
tackle
is.
because
Yeah,
he was about half the size of Booth.
Yeah. Not a good job by Dewan.
Really good job there.
Yeah.
So that's a first down for Hedley. They're going to be at the 29-yard line of the Tigers with a new 1st and 15. 4:02 left in this half.
You know what's even better? Dewan was on the near side. He made
went
the
all
tackle
the way
on the far
across.
side. Yeah.
Came across with the chase. 2 receivers to the left in this spread formation. Booth takes the snap, back to Inman.
Oh, wow.
He's traced straight down by McGinty.
Yep. Nice job by Kenneth McGinty and Deacon Saucedo there for a little assist. But, boy,
All
that's
the
a
way
big loss.
Back to their own 37-yard line.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. So we're a country mile. It's going to be, well, we're just under it. It's going to be 2nd down and 28.
Yeah, so Matt Fields, sorry, we're 2 yards short.
Yep. We haven't hit a country mile mark yet, but we're really close.
You know, we got people saying that now.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've heard about people say, how come with this country mile? I hear other people talking about it. So, yeah, thanks, Matt. We've set a trend.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and a long way to go for the Hedley Owls as they're back on their end of the field. Clock's running 3:12 left in this half. They're going to do 2 receivers to the right, spread formation. Snap to Booth, back to Inman. Once again,
wow.
McGinney goes around, but he took the left side this time. He's got a lot of room to
Nice
run.
move.
Did a nice juke.
Nice
and gains
move.
a lot of that back all the way
Yeah.
to the 24-yard line of the Tigers.
Yeah, and that was, trying to see, that was McGinty again on the tackle. Come from behind, but yeah, a great move, like you said, that juke.
Yep, that was a good one. Bring up 3rd down. And it's a manageable 3rd down now. It's going to be about 8 or 9 yards. The ball sitting at the 24-yard line of the Tigers. And the best run from scrimmage for Hedley tonight. Spread formation. Snap to Booth, back to Inman. He's fading from the pressure again, going to the left side, but he's cut off.
Yeah, McGinty
He's
is
looking
staying with this guy.
downfield, and he ends up just dumping it out of bounds.
Yeah, good job by Kenny and Oliveira, and even a better job by McGinty because he was on the rush, and then he just dropped back and just covered.
Coverage on that back flat.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up 4th down, and that also stops the clock with 1:52 left in this half. Tigers leading 36-0. And Hedley just struggling to get a footing on anything consistent.
Yeah.
Get a couple of plays every now and then, but they just haven't put together a string of them.
I love it. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just loving this. This is really neat.
So we got twins to the left, 2 receivers left side this time. Booth takes the snap, pitches back to Inman. He throws it quickly downfield and overthrows, and it's picked off. What a set of hands.
Yeah, nice job by
But
Trayson Corley.
once again, it's the best punt. Trayson just dropped his head. He just realized what happened.
Yeah, it's 4th down. Trayson out the 3rd down.
Slapped his helmet.
At
He's
least-
thinking, oh, man.
Good for the stats, but yeah. So it's a turnover on down for the Tigers.
No, it was an interception, not a turnover.
Interception.
on
I'm sorry.
down.
You're
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry. Yeah, turnover.
Yeah. Don't take away that stat.
That's right. So Tigers are going to take the snap. The ball is sitting at their own 5-yard line. This time they are.
Right
back
after
in.
he stood up, Pete was telling him, you realize that was 4th.
Yeah. So the Tigers are going to come up there in a J-gun spread. Corley getting ready to take the snap. Takes the snap, pitches it back to Pete. Pete is looking downfield, and he's looking for number 8.
And just
Blackwell just overthrew Kenny.
by about 7 yards.
Yeah, but he had 2 guys covering him, too.
Yeah, Inman and Edwards were both in coverage back there, and they're still trying to get him a touchdown. And
Yeah. Looks further away. It may have to be into the third quarter.
Yeah, they need to gain a little ground here.
Yeah.
But it was a nice shot going downfield.
was.
That's always something that can pay off early in the series.
Mm-hmm. So this time the Tigers, they're going to be in a tight diamond spread. Snap back to Corley, pitches it over to Pete, and Pete takes the ball. He's run over on the left side.
He's got the edge.
He's gone. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 30. The
It's
40.
a foot race.
Yeah, 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he's in for another wood flying touchdown.
I think if there'd have been another 30 yards, Edwards might have caught him
That's
because he was gaining just a little all the way down that sideline.
Yeah,
But
a 75-yard run by Grayson Pete brings the score 42-0 with 1:23 left in the first half. But there for a second, I mean, the way Trayson got the ball, it wasn't clean.
No, it wasn't a clean.
It wasn't very clean. And then when he
Yeah.
pitches it, I was kind of worried, like, oh, he's going to drop it.
Yep, because Pete really had to reach down to get it.
Yep. So number 13, Deacon Saucedo getting ready to kick the Brumley Insurance extra point. There's a snap, the hold, there's a flag, there's the kick, and it's like Tim likes to call it, a silo, and it's in.
Oh, it did make it.
Yeah, but we're going to see what the flag. I think
it's on the defense.
I think so
it's
too,
going to
yeah.
stand. So the silo kick is going to hold.
Offsides. Hedley.
Decline.
Yep. Field goal. So it brings the score 44-0, 1:23 left in this first half. Tigers are up, and we're going to take us a quick timeout. Groom Tiger Football will be back on 6mediasports.com.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
And we're back with you. Another score by the Groom Tigers puts the score at 44-0. We got a minute 23 left in this half of play. And the Tigers have a commanding lead here. And as most people know, we do have a mercy rule in six-man football. If at halftime a team is up by 45 points at half or any point afterwards, the game is automatically ended. So Tigers 1 point away from that.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be kicking off to Hedley. And Hedley really doesn't have anybody back deep. Oh, there's Villarreal. He's going to fade back now.
Yeah. And the way Deacon's got it lined up, it's going to come near side, and we'll see what happens. He may decide to punch it deep.
Yep.
And nice little squib kick. Oh, good job by the Owls.
Yeah, Booth jumped right on that. Did a good job of covering it up.
And even a good job by Dewan. Dewan was
right
better
there.
and better, yeah.
Saucedo was getting much better at that onside kick. You know, last week I don't think he had one that made the 15, and so far all of them except one have made the 15 today. And they're good, hard, bouncing kicks. So that's what you're shooting for on that onsides. 1st and 15 from their own 35. Spread formation for the Owls. Snap to Booth, back to Inman. Pressure on him. He throws over to the side. He's got Edwards. For a short gain, it's going to be 4 yards.
Yeah, nice job by Pete. And I'm sitting here watching the freshman, Dewan Brown, is in, and he did a good job covering his guy.
They're going to take that back a little bit. It's going to be 3 yards, and they're coming up quickly in a spread as we're getting close to 1 minute left in this half. Snap to Booth, back to Inman. He comes up the middle, catching pressure, tries to throw it off the right side to Booth in the flat, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, nice job, Nate Henson there on the pressure for the Tigers.
Ball's at the 38-yard line of the Owls. Clock stops with that incomplete pass and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down and 12.
Kind of surprised that they're letting the clock stop too.
Yep, I think they're wanting to try and get something, either get something done before half or just try to get into the second half. I'm not sure.
Like I mentioned earlier, Coach Grant was here last year as an assistant, and now he's the head coach over there. And, of course, we have Coach Stevens, which is over there. He was an assistant. Now he's over here for us.
Here they are, twins to the right. Snap to Booth, back to Inman. I'm saying that a lot. He splits the middle. He's on his feet. He stops to make the throw downfield. It's almost picked off. He underthrew Villarreal.
Yeah, I think Grayson wanted that
open.
one. Yeah, Grayson wanted that one.
Yeah. So it's going to fall incomplete. Stop the clock with 45-4. They've got a 4th down play coming up, 12 yards to go. And I thought he had him if he would have let him. It looked like it was a good route, but throw was a little behind him. Inman thought about bringing it down, and then he stopped, and I think that's why that throw was off a little bit, because he wasn't in full mind of throwing the ball. 44-0 in favor of the Tigers.
Yeah, 4th and 12? Right, 12, isn't it?
Yep.
4th and 12.
4th and 12. Spread formation. There's a snap to Booth, back to Inman. Catching pressure.
Nice,
they've got him on the run over to the right side. And he just throws it away on 4th down, so it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, nice job by the sophomores. That was Jake Babcock and Nate Henson. They're applying the pressure to him, so great job by the 2 sophomores.
Tigers will now take over. They've got 38.5 seconds left in this half of play.
Yeah, the ball is sitting at about the 37 and a half, looks like, from up here.
I'm just going to take a guess who they're going to try and get the ball to.
Yeah. All right, so, we got a new number 22. Davis Babcock is going to be under center with a strong right. Davis takes a snap, and he pitches it over to Deacon Saucedo. Deacon over on the left side.
Oh, he
Deacon
got the whole edge.
Yeah.
He got a handful of jersey and managed to drag him out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought he was gone. I thought that was it for sure. But
that was Inman that got hold of his jersey, slowed him down.
So nice job by the Tigers. It's a great run. It's enough for the first down. The ball's going to be sitting at the 20.
Yeah, this is our young group that's out there right now.
And like Coach Pete said, that's what he wanted. He wanted the young guys out there, really for offense too, to see where they're going. So again, Tigers are going to be in a strong right. Babcock's going to be under center. Saucedo is the running back. Takes a snap. It's a quick hand or the fake handoff. A nice little pitch.
There we go.
Jake Babcock. That's his cousin. And did he get in? Nope. He's going to be short.
Oh, he got a knee down. Yep.
Cousin to cousin. So nice job by the Babcock family.
That was a nice pitch and catch there because he hit Jake right in stride.
He did. So 1st and goal for the Tigers. Do we want to make a bet who we think the ball's going to go to?
I'm trying to see who it might be.
Yeah, let's see. Tigers are going to be in a strong right. Number 8 is.
I bet it's going to be a nice quick handoff right up the middle.
Babcock takes a snap in there. Guess who?
Oh, and they jammed him up. I think that was Booth.
And he didn't get in.
And I think they called a timeout, but that was Booth right in the middle.
Yeah.
He just jammed the whole middle. They knew what was happening, too.
I was going to say, they should know. And Coach Grant's going to tell them they're going to give it to number 8, so you guys better be ready.
And I don't think Babcock ever plays back like a T-back or anything. He's always close to the line, so to try and do something different would be something he's not used to.
Yeah, so we're going to thank some more of our sponsors, Sherwood and Sherwood Law Office. They've been assisting with people of Carson County for years. They can take care of family law, probates, and wills. Sherwood and Sherwood Law Offices in Panhandle. Williams Farms of Panhandle. They support all of Groom Athletics and athletes. State National Bank. We've got to thank those guys. Great Plains Services. The Groom and McLean News. They are your news of record. You can contact Miss Macy Sater at 84 Broadway in Groom, and she allows her family members that we do Coach's Corner from there, too. So thank you to Macy. Tigers.
I was wrong. They are going to put him deep back, so he has a little time to kind of pick and figure where he's going to go, but Grant knows what's happening.
Oh, yeah. So Tigers, strong right. Babcock under center. Takes a snap. Quick handoff.
There, he bounced off.
He is.
Booth definitely was jamming it up the middle. And
so Kenny got his touchdown, so we can say all the seniors have scored. Brings the score 50-0. 2.3 seconds left. And I'm going to kind of kick it early because I'm supposed to be down the field here in a second to escort my young baby girl, part of the homecoming court. So Tim will be up here, and he will announce our players of the game here shortly.
Yep, we'll figure that.
Yeah. So I'm going to be out of here. So thank y'all, everybody.
So coming on. And there they go. They go for one. They hand it over the right side and charging in for the extra point. It's going to add one more. It's now 51-0. 2.3 seconds left. And that was Nate Henson that charged over the right side there. So we'll come back for the kickoff. We will take a short break and be back with you right after this.
The Groom and McLean News is locally owned and operated. Local and state news that affect our communities. For a yearly subscription, 51 issues mailed to you or emailed. All major credit cards are accepted. Located in downtown Groom at 84th Broadway, off of Old Route 66. Get your copy, see the latest news and the best deals. The Groom and McLean News, your news of record.
We're back with you. Groom Tiger football. They're up. Tigers are up 51-0. We have 2.3 seconds left in this half as Deacon Salcedo is set up to kick off for the Tigers. Back deep, Villarreal for Hedley. And they do kick it deep. It's going to skip along the left side over there. Villarreal picks it up. He's running over the right side. Catches the edge, but is knocked out of bounds. But time has expired. And due to the 45-point mercy rule, this game is going to be over at halftime. Tigers winning 51-0, and we want to thank everybody for listening in. We truly appreciate everybody checking in with us at sixmaniasports.com. Also, Mixlr app if you want to listen to some of the other games. We do have some players of the game here that we'd like to announce, and we're going to have Grayson Pete for Groom is going to be the Tiger player of the game, and for Hedley, we're going to give number 15. That's going to be Inman, the honor there, Peyton Inman, as he played a very strong game, and we appreciate everything that these kids put on the field, and we want to give recognition to those guys so that they can appreciate the game as well. We will be back next week. We'll be on the road, but please be sure to check in with us, and we will catch you at the next game.